Hey everyone, this is my companion video to my Disney Renaissance ranking, which is up on YouTube now, so feel free to check that out if you haven't already. Today we're going to be ranking these soundtracks, mainly the musical numbers, the sing-along songs of all 10 films. At the bottom, I have The Rescuers Down Under, which doesn't really have any sing-along songs. It really just has one main theme within its soundtrack, and while I like it, it just doesn't compare to what the other Renaissance films offer. But coming in at number 9, I have Pocahontas. This one has a lot of fun ones like the Virginia Company and Governor Ratcliffe's villain song, Mine, Mine, Mine. But in the end, for me, it really just comes down to Just Around the River Bend and The Color of the Wind. I really enjoyed the soundtrack for Pocahontas on my rewatch, but in the end, it just doesn't compare to the ones above it on this list. But coming in at number 8 is the Hunchback of Notre Dame, and similar to Pocahontas, this one really comes down to two songs for me, The Bells of Notre Dame and Frollo's villain song, Hellfire. However, I do think that the overall soundtrack is just so brilliantly crafted and so well done that I think it deserves a spot above Pocahontas. But taking the number 7 spot is Tarzan. This one has 5 fantastic songs sung by the legendary Phil Collins. However, it is a little weird to have some random guys singing in the background to personify Tarzan's feelings. They are fantastic songs, just not as personal. But coming in at number 6, I have Hercules. This one's got a lot of fun 80s-like musical numbers. We got those exposition songs sprinkled throughout the story from the Muses, and while those don't have the emotional impact, we still get that from Hercules' Go the Distance and Meg's I Won't Say I'm in Love. Plus, who doesn't love hearing Danny DeVito's angelic voice with One Last Hope? But kicking off my top 5, I have The Lion King. And simply put, these are all technically strong songs that add variety to the soundtrack, and they all serve a purpose within the story, but they just aren't my favorite at the end of the day. Taking the number 4 spot is Aladdin. This is one of my favorite movies growing up and has one of the best soundtracks of all time in my opinion, with Prince Ali, Friend Like Me, and A Whole New World. However, one jump ahead does keep it from the top 3 for me. And so kicking off the top 3 is The Little Mermaid. This is the one that kicked off the Renaissance. I think it deserves a spot within my top 3. All these songs are absolutely amazing, so well written. They add to the characters and they serve a purpose within the story. But ahead of it, taking my runner-up spot is Beauty and the Beast, and it should be no surprise here with songs like Belle, Provincial Life, Gaston, and Be Our Guest. These are just absolute classics. However, I will say that Beauty and the Beast, the song, is a little bit too one-note for me, and is what keeps it back from taking my number 1 spot. And so my number 1 is none other than Mulan. Every song here is a 10 out of 10 for me, especially I'll Make a Man Out of You. But that's just my ranking. What's yours?